We're back with a brand new season in our New England Patriots franchise, fresh off of a Super Bowl win. It is now the preseason. We had ourselves what I would think is a pretty damn good offseason. We were able to add a couple of big names in free agency. I think we had a decent draft, especially landing the number 1 and number 2 overall true talent rookies. One of those guys was a fullback, Dakota Dunn. Not the biggest fullback in the world, but really good strength, really good truck ability, and then, of course, pretty damn good run blocking. So undersized for the position for sure, but also too slow to play running back. So I'm not really exactly sure what they want from him, but we're going to give him a go at fullback. We do have Pat Ricard still there potentially for the dives, even though I think, done with that trucking might be the better choice anyways. But we'll give him a go. As far as the offense goes, obviously really disappointed that Patton didn't get any sort of development trade upgrade last year, Rookie of the Year, or, season stats or breakouts or anything like that. Just came short on winning that Rookie of the Year award, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, he's still a really good wide receiver, and the offense looks great. Could see ourselves add maybe a different type of wide receiver at some point in case we need that dynamicness or if somebody gets injured. But for now, it's basically the offense. Ramondre's definitely regressed a little bit. He's now down to an 87 overall, unfortunately, but still, I think, just good enough. But at the same time, if he doesn't look like his normal self, we did end up drafting a pretty decent running back in the later rounds in Romello Brooks, 72 overall Romello Brooks, who actually has a lot of speed for his size. With the +2 to speed, puts him at 93 speed, 93 excel. Pretty damn good stiff arm already. And I mean, I'm not saying Ramondre's job is in jeopardy, but at the same time, if he doesn't look as good as he was before, Romello he's promising. He's absolutely promising. Obviously, the offensive line got a little bit of a boost by adding in Joe Thuney, bringing him back to the New England Patriots. 34 years old, but still really, really good. Pass block power, pass block finesse are unbelievable. So, should not be giving up much sacks there. I will say, if Onwenu kind of struggles, could see him move over to right tackle, but then, where does Onwenu go? I don't know if he fits really as a guard. Faulkner's obviously as good as ever, and then we move on to the defensive side of the ball, where this is where a lot of the changes come from. We have a brand new right outside linebacker in Troy McKinney, a brand new left outside linebacker in Trenton Simpson, and then, of course, the new free safety, Dennis Collins, 6'3", 205, the number 1 true talent player in the draft. Is he really a safety? I don't know. We're going to give him a go, try him out there, and if not, I'm not really sure what we're going to do because he really is kind of more of a cornerback, and we don't really have a replacement for him at safety other than using one of the backups like Nick Cross or Lewis Seen. I know you're looking at Jabril and you're like, hey, 84 overall, that's pretty good. Problem is he's 86 speed. He already looked pretty slow as is, dropped another 2 speed. He's going to get torched all day long. He'll be a backup, but even then, we're probably going to see him lose a lot in those situations where somebody has a go route. Edge, I don't think we did enough. I really don't. We asked for Brock Lomack back. We got Joseph Asai in as a backup as well. But Ojulari and Uche, even though they're superstar and X Factor, the consistency from pressure really wasn't there. The numbers were, but the consistency really wasn't there. Maybe should have looked to draft somebody, or at least, even in the 4th or 5th round, get somebody young on the board, on the team, learning from these two guys, and maybe even replacing them at some point. But that is where we stand. Of course, a little more into Troy McKinney. Took him a little higher than, maybe his ratings look like they should have taken him. But obviously, looking under the hood, super speedy, great hit power, solid tackle, pretty damn good block shed and coverage ratings for a rookie. 73 catching, 78 jumpings, right on par with most linebackers. And then the big thing is he has 80 change of direction, and I don't think that they are going to show it. 88 agility, which is really good. He can move around quite a bit. He's not going to get burned as much as Jelani Tavai, who we did trade it during the draft away for. It's just unfortunate, but you got to go with out with the old, in with the new. And Trenton Simpson's another one of those builds, 6'2", 234, so huge. For the most part at that speed, 91 speed, 95 excel. I mean, he's just what we're hoping Troy can turn into, and then some, really. And then of course we do have Bunk Smith, the backup. To everyone, pretty much. If anyone gets injured, he is coming in. Massive, pretty fast for the size. Of course, more of a thumper than an actual, coverage guy. I wish the hit power is a little higher. I think it should be for a guy his size with basically no coverage ratings. But still, we got some solid depth on the team. We even have more than that. I'm pretty sure we have another linebacker. We still have Marte Mapu on a 1-year deal. But yeah, the team looks, as good as ever, if not better. And then we do have this training camp, which I know you guys probably don't want to see too much. So I'll go in there, I'll do some training stuff. And if we come away with maybe a dev up or something, I'll bring you right back in. But yeah, if you guys are excited for this season, maybe leave a like on the video. And if you're new to the channel, maybe subscribe. We obviously do a ton of franchise stuff on the channel. And not a great start on the target passing. Usually we like to get those doubles. Get over there. Promise after this one, you won't see any more. I know you guys don't like these. Nobody wants to see this. At least I don't think. But yeah, I'm just going to go on the assumption that you don't want to. Last one, promise. And, I mean, you want to see that, though. That was kind of filthy. And then as much as I would like to, kind of give Brooks a chance to try this out, I think, obviously, with Ramondre being so old now with his upgrade points, it's going to be so rare for him to get upgrade. You got to get that free upgrade point, right? Like, you have no choice. It's really hard to tell, how good someone still is based on practice, training camp. In the actual preseason games we'll get into in a little bit, you'll definitely be able to tell. Still looks fast enough, I think. But once again, usually they don't go full out on this. Nice seeing the fullback kind of making his blocks count. Once again, he's, the new man on campus, if you will. Don't know if he's actually going to stay as the starting fullback, because obviously we have Pat Ricard, but there's a lot of potential with that fullback, man. High trucking, pretty good run block. As far as like a pure talent goes, he's better than Ricard. The thing is, Ricard's like way bigger, and you would think that would help in just every aspect of being a fullback, to be honest. Oh, there it is! This is for Patton. 1 skill point, 2,500 XP, and star dev for Mr. Patton. Let's go take a look. Oh my, that is clutch. We talked about it really right at the beginning of this thing, too, how I really wish you would have got to star. And what happens? The man is star development trait. Wow, that is beyond clutch. Look at him go. I think we're going to go with Douglas next because, let's get him a dev up. Polk is superstar already, so he doesn't really need it that bad. I wish I could double down on Patton, but obviously they won't let me. They won't let me overwork my player. Darn it. Douglas at 26, I think, can still get a development trade up. I think I've seen even older than that get that, so let's see what he can do. Imagine he gets one, too. That'd be so cool. I can't believe Patton got one, though. Look at the size difference, by the way. 5'9" versus 6'4" is crazy. The problem is for McKenzie is, these are the kinds of receivers he actually has struggled against. Look, he just burned them. I've never seen that. In this one, they usually stay pretty tight on you unless you actually, make like a quick cut or something like that. And maybe he's like trying to bait me out. He's like, yeah, you can have the inside. You're not going to have enough, buddy. Oh, that's an overthrow. But tiny little Douglas, the feet. It's easy to keep those things in. I'm going to whip it out. Oh, look at that. Whip it out, yeah. Great soundbite there. One more should have it, and we'll maybe... Could you imagine he gets the superstar? Imagine Douglas with Slot-O-Matic. That would be unbelievable. Undefendable, too. Boom. And unfortunately, he doesn't get the superstar. By the way, you know how, big fella, Larry Allen? He kind of reminds me nothing of him because he's so slow. That's where I was going with it. Really terrible joke, but yeah. Onwenu's big. He is... Oh, no! Yeah, he is so slow, dude. Oh, my. He just burned us off the line. Time to hit stick. Boom. And that'll conclude all the ones that matter. Everyone else is a special teamer. Sorry, special teamers. All right, time for some upgrades. We're going to have a couple of guys I would imagine have 2 upgrade points. Actually, none of them. I'm a little surprised, but I usually have 1 or 2. But a lot of names regardless. We're going to go through all of them real quick. Drake May, I think field generally has been the best way to get deep accuracy, and that's kind of his big need. Not that he has any big needs, but his biggest need, I suppose, is the deep accuracy. But yeah, once again, looking really good. What were those abilities again? Safety Valve, Fast Break, and Roaming Deadeye. Those are pretty good, pretty fair abilities. Not the best, not the worst. Then we have Trey Faulkner. What are his abilities? I don't remember anything. Reach For It, Bulldozer, and Short Out Elite. Man, Reach For It sounds like ass, but we'll allow it to exist for the moment. Possession has been a little bit better than Vertical Threat at times. Vertical Threat is better for after the catch stuff, but yeah, 5 to release for a tight end is basically like 10 release for a wide receiver. That is ridiculously strong. What actually does that make his release? I don't think you can see the tight end's release unless you look through the depth chart or this way, which this is a lot quicker. 82 release. Wow. Yeah, he's pretty good. That's athletic. Demario Douglas did not get to dev up, like Patton did, but still a nice 88 overall now with a bunch of different random upgrades. Release isn't the best, but his route running is really good. His catching is really good. He's him. He's a really good slot receiver, one of the best, maybe even the best in the league at this point because of regressions elsewhere. Ramondre Stevenson, don't think he can get speed upgrades anymore. I'm not really sure what you want to do here because at the end of the day, his trucking's 96 with the boost. Stiff arm's 90, which I don't really even stiff arm that much anyways. Juke and spin mover there. I mean, I guess if there's a chance at agility ratings by going elusive, that's what I'm going to go for. Plus, it's a scheme fit. I guess that makes the most sense. He does get a change of direction, which is something. Juke move and a spin move, which is all right as well. He's still good. He's just lacking in speed now. We then move on to Barmore, who, he is definitely up there in age now as well. Going to get to an 88 over here with a speed rusher. Please +3 to finesse. A +none to finesse. 2 to block shed. 28 years old with 90 finesse, 89 block shed. Really just no superstar dev is what's killing him. But still, he is a very good player. O-line I'll do on my own. I don't think you guys really care too much about that stuff. Hybrid for Quintel Gamble, who definitely has played like a hybrid. 2 to zone coverage, 2 to pursuit, 5 to play crazy. 82 zone, 82 man. He really is the definition of a hybrid, really. And then we move on to D. Patton. Obviously, wide receivers can be playmaker no matter what style of player you are. It's just so good this year. Last year was pretty good, but it was mainly catered towards juke ability. This year, it's catered towards everything. 3 to deep route, 1 to medium route, 1 to catching, 1 to catching traffic, 1 to release, 2 to break tackle, and a couple other break tackle type ratings. Nearly a 90 deep route, 83 medium route, 85 short route. Catching could use a little work. 87 catch, 85 catch and traffic is good. And obviously spec catch at 95 is insane. But I would like to get that into the 90s. And obviously with him being star dev now, should be able to get him there pretty quickly compared to his previous kind of trajectory. Then we have Beasley, obviously middle linebackers. We go field general for because it's just super, super strong. 4 upgrade points. Really good ratings too. 1 to block shed, which is great. 2 to man, 2 to zone. Some play rec. Looks great. Once again, just another guy that needs a dev up. Only 52 catch. It hasn't really affected him too much, but I think he did drop a big one last year, maybe even 2. So it sucks, but, I care about the other stuff more than that for a linebacker. Zone coverage +3 for Collins. I don't know if that's really what no, that is what he needed. He already had pretty good man. So 80 zone coverage, 81 man coverage, already looking like that true hybrid role. Got a couple of other guys that are backups or offensive lineman types, and I'm a little surprised that our upgrading's done already. I really felt like we would have had more than this, but hey, we don't. I'm going to go do these offensive linemen, and we'll head on to preseason game 1. And just for a good reference point, the sliders we're starting off with for gameplay are as follows. I don't think I want to change anything in here too much. Maybe the wide receiver catching gets a little bit of a deeper look this year. But I think this is where we're at for sliders. Definitely could change the speed threshold a little bit as well, but we don't really see that kind of success for streak routes for either side, whether we have the fast guy or they have the fast guy, so I don't want to change that. And then XP sliders is where I'm at with XP sliders. QB sliders, I got them pretty low because, Drake May, even with 80, I was on 80 for a while, was just developing so quickly. Running back, I think at 90 is pretty fair. Maybe, let's bump that a little bit. Ramondre is getting really good upgrades, but he deserved to get those. You're putting up 15 to 2,000 yards rushing a season, over 2,000 scrimmage every single season. You deserve to be one of the best running backs in the league, right? So I don't really think about that sometimes. I'm like, he's just developing too quickly. It's like, well, you put up those kind of numbers, you should develop, right? As far as everything else goes, this is where we're at. I think those sliders I like. Another thing, though, is, wrong thing. Absolutely criminal. The decision-making the game makes you choose. You'll see in a sec. This side of the tree is criminal. The standard 4-3. Look at the choices they make you make, okay? You got boost impact blocking for linebackers or boost play rec for linebackers. Not really that tough, right? You'd rather have play rec. But here's where it gets crazy. Strength by DTs. Okay. Man coverage by linebackers. Ooh, okay, that's kind of tough. Then you have block shed by DTs or finesse moves for edge rusher. Then it gets even crazier. You have speed for outside linebacker or speed for D-end. And then this one, no one cares. This one's decent, to be fair. But I don't know what you do. The block shed for DTs or finesse moves for D-ends with speed for D-ends. I think you go left side because block shedding, it's important. But more importantly, speed for outside linebackers versus speed for edge rushers. You can be the slowest edge rusher in the world. If you have the great technique, it doesn't matter. But then you get the coverage on the other side, so it's like these decisions. But I think this side means a little bit more, just slightly. The coverage is great, but I think the speed for the outside linebackers alone makes the decision for you. And everything else is just from there on, and who cares, you know? But we maxed out our speed for outside linebackers. Trenton Simpson is now a 93 speed. That's absurd. And here we are for preseason game 1. I'm not really exactly sure what we're going to be seeing. Definitely want to pay attention to the running backs a bit. I don't think wide receiver there's much of a competition. Patton and Polk interchangeable at 1 and 2. Who cares? They're both going to get their reps. And then obviously Douglas is by far the best slot receiver on this team. Harper's got a lot of speed. Harper, if I was him, I would be asking for a trade potentially, as we're really just using him as a kick return right now, and he has so much more potential than that. Virgil even should be asking for a trade. He's got a lot of potential as a wide receiver 2 across the board, across the league. And the big position I'll be looking at, though, is obviously going to be running back. Offensive line, there's some backups. We've got some really good depth this year. Mekhi Becton, potentially as a backup guard, very athletic, big, but also really good at power blocking. And then you, of course, have Taylor Decker, who's near the end of his career, maybe as a bridge-type tackle for most teams, but a backup for us. I don't think he minds having a chance at winning a Super Bowl as a backup who could come in because we have a lot of injuries. The defense, a lot of question marks. But as far as our pure offense goes, it's really going to be running back. That's what we're going to be looking at. 5-minute quarters. We're going to be simming a lot after the first, drive or two from each side, and then, we go from there. The Detroit Lions, who you would assume still have a lot of talent. They do, but Jared Goff is definitely looking a little older these days, looking not as good. See what these linebackers can do. Obviously, we're a little undersized this year compared to normal years, but Trenton Simpson's a bigger guy than you would have thought because of the speed. So while we're a little shorter, a little lighter, we're still good enough. I think our front is good enough to defend against the run. It's just the coverage from the linebackers has really been lacking, so getting that speed out there is going to be huge. With McKinney, taking down Laporta with no issue at all, and jumping the gun really nicely there and bringing him down quickly. Doesn't really matter too much about the size if you're there early, right? Like, how do they react to you getting there so quickly? Also, don't know where Trenton Simpson is. Guess we only have 2 linebackers out there. And he's going to get sacked by Barmore. Nice start for the defense. Great first drive. And I don't know how much real competition there is for the return spot, but you got to keep your options open. You never know what kind of difference maker you have waiting to return a kick. So DeMarcus Daniels, insanely athletic free agent, comes in with a nice punt return to the 35-yard line. We're not going to see Drake May, not going to see too many passes personally. Obviously, he'll get some reps in there. Every quarterback will. But for us personally, because I want to see the run game in action more than anything, I want to see just Ramondre still have the juice. Because I got 6 players up, but I usually like this front for us because we usually win this matchup pretty nicely. And there we go. And I mean, I got to say, Ramondre's looking a little slower, but he's still looking fast enough in my book, as Demario Douglas, who we just talked about is the lock slot, gets injured and is going back to the locker room. How the storylines are already writing themselves is beyond me, but here we are with Harper in the slot. And we're going to be in some trouble. We're going to throw that late back to Faulkner, but we'll give him enough time to corral that in for 7. We'll say, though, we're maybe underestimating or underselling the importance of getting Joe Thuney on this line. I mean, this could be a guy that's a massive difference maker for us. That is a really, really good offensive lineman. And a dislocated elbow for Douglas probably means his preseason at least is over. How much more? We'll have to see. And Drake May is going to show off the legs as he's going to outrun the defense for a gain of about 15. Back to the ground game, talking about wanting to see this in action more than anything. Stevenson will get the carry. Nice manipulation of the line, and he's still got the power for 7. I mean, it's going to be damn near impossible to dethrone him, so I think we still got ourselves one more season with him if we're lucky. There goes Faulkner. He's been really good on stick, and look at him go, accelerating into the space for 8. Back to the inside zone. See if Ramondre wants to make a crazy play happen. Can't really do much there. Gets a few. Got the stretch look. I really don't like this, to be honest, but I'm going to give it a chance anyways as Ramondre fights back to near the line of scrimmage. Got Ramondre headed to the flat. Harper in the slot running a slant. And there goes Harper. It's a great catch. A little overthrown, but the speed of Harper and really good hands. For a guy that, you know, his biggest concerns is really catching the ball. Solid catch. I mean, obviously there's no one on him, but still he has a layout for it, land on the ground, and, you know, secure the catch, and he does it. What a play. Touchdown Patriots. We've entered the second quarter. It's 3rd and 10. We are already seeing backups in, which is a little surprising. It seems a little early, but, oh, we got burned. Not on that side. Oh, we do. Roberson, what a tackle for a DT in open space. Marte Mapu with a sell and a half, but we recover, and that will be a punt. And, of course, believe it or not, Bolden is back on the team. He was in free agency. Nobody wanted him, and obviously we're as loyal as you can get without having to spend too much money, and we're going to bring him back as kind of another return specialist, but also a little, you know, decent gem in the cornerback room. Punt returns have gone really well for us so far. And, of course, DeMario Harper, 2 targets, 2 receptions, and a touchdown. But, of course, we do have the backups in, but obviously I do want to see these backups for the most part. So, is that Harper again? Harper might just burn for a touchdown. It's a bad throw, and he can't get enough acceleration to pull away because of that, but it will be another massive play to Harper. And here is Romello Brooks, a running back that could have the potential to do special things. He's got that ball really far away from his body. You can tell he's you know, trying to get elusive with it. And another big name, literally, Donald Parham, the 6'8" tight end, is also on the roster. Not looking super fast. Oh, wow, terrible throw. Not looking super fast or nimble there, but was open enough for a chance if you just throw it up to him. And am I crazy, or is literally nobody on Harper? Quick throw to Harp. I mean, that's too free. He's too quick. Oh, my God, look at the speed. Why would you not put someone across from him? Especially how tiny he is, you can arguably press him with so much force that he goes down to the ground and then do whatever you want to do with that linebacker anyways. That's just too easy. Harper looking really good. Coming back in now on 3rd and 19. Oh, nice move by Roberson. He's going to force the pressure. And that is intercepted by Lewis Seen to the 36-yard line. I mean, that's the easiest interception of all time. He's in the right place at the right time, doing his job. Good defense. But yeah, there is no debating that. That was a Roberson play there. He did really well on that one. And I really, really wanted it. It's a little late, but great route, great catch, considering it's another tough one. Really wanted to give that ball to Brooks. I want to see him, but I mean, look at the looks we're getting. I mean, this is, I mean, look how many players are up. Brooks, good catch, doesn't get help. Nice spin. Pretty clean spin to the 47. They're giving me enough of a look here on the ground. Or they're blitzing. Nice try, gains about 3 or 4. His definite strong suit is obviously that stiff arm, but not going to see many instances of it. Good enough speed to pull away from 41, but not a good enough blocks to do anything with it. Let's see him truly in space with a screen pass. And he is out there. Look at all that speed. Stiff arm to the 25. Big play. I mean, if you can't run a good screen on this team, you might as well just leave, because this is that team. Virgil go route. I think you give him a chance. And what a try. It's a perfect throw. You can't do much better than that. And I was going to say you could see us go right back to it, but we got like all the small receivers in. Goldsberry is decently fast. I'm going to throw that in. Oh, it's way overthrown. Damn. Left it a little long, admittedly. Donald Parham. He's open. Parham for the touchdown. That ball visited the moon and came back down. Man, Parham is such a shaky route runner, but that size with a pretty good speed still at his age, it is deadly. Yeah, we didn't get Darnell Washington like we wanted, but we ended up getting Parham, who might even be better. We're back in, start of the 4th quarter, and Brooks going to turn, you know, nothing into something. Our guys kind of blocked us up. Not really having a great start on the ground here, but he's still doing more good than bad, I suppose. As Brooks does what he can. This offensive line is collapsing at the worst time again. We do have pretty much all backups in. For once, we actually have enough backups to play the backups. And there goes Milton. Almost getting around the players there. That would have been insane. Let's see if they're actually covering Brooks or not. Bringing the blitz. They are, but not really. And that spin sucked. Oh, there goes Brooks! Bouncing out of it for a huge play. Those are the types of plays we're looking for from the running back position. Beautiful play. I mean, let's see this back. I mean, that is beautiful. I mean, he really had no business getting this first down. He just kind of tanks it, and then even there almost broke another one. Of course, now you see Mitchell in there who, I mean, He has so much potential. He's just so small. I mean, this is perfect coverage. Yeah, we're running out of speed there. Is that a fumble? That was close. Crazy enough, if that was Drake May, that might have been like a 30-some yarder or something crazy. Let's see, we got Virgil. Another go route look. Not going to get that ball off, and that will be picked off. I mean, he gets the ball off, but you know what I mean. And obviously Harper's not going to get outran. Might be the last you see of the offense. Not really much you can do about that with Joe Milton. A little bit late on the throw. Beasley, for some reason, still in. I don't know what the hell Mac's doing. He's just trolling out here. Nice hit. No finish, though. Is that Kelvin Joseph on that play? I don't know what we're picking there, but yeah, we got to get out there. I mean, Lions, if they really want to go crazy with this, do have a chance to climb back into this game, so. And Goff will throw that away. Arguably grounding, kind of. Got a guy there. Oh, it's not Goff. I forgot. We're basically into the next game. It's so late. Beasley's still playing his wild, though, I will say. And we're on that. Perfect defense. I mean, what can you ask for? Beasley with multiple coverages and then takes down the quarterback on top of it. We gave him inside leverage. It's fine. We have the safety. Should have came up sooner. Knew it. Knew it. Didn't want to leave our guy, though, just in case he made a comeback route happen. Let's go with the blitz. Oh, what is he doing? Lewis Seen, I think, got excited again with the interception chance and just ran away. Touchdown Lions, not over. And they will get the stop. So, I mean, Detroit's got a chance here. Clock is dwindling, but here they are. Oh, clock's running. They're not even going to get this ball off, are they? Oh, they do. Hail Mary chance. And he throws it 2 feet short. Okay. I don't know what he was doing there, but yeah, lackluster finish with a chance of the Hail Mary there. Maybe he just was like, well, let's not do the Hail Mary. Let's not do that. But I don't know. 21-14. Not really an impressive, not really a disappointing game. Just an adequate performance from a lot of different players. I know it's a little hard to tell because it's preseason, but I think Stevenson has shown, in my opinion, that he is still starter caliber. I think he's still that guy. Brooks, the numbers aren't going to look good on paper, but he had some pretty good plays, 2 broken tackles. Harper looked great. Will we have to use him a little bit because Douglas has a dislocated shoulder? Was it elbow? I don't know. Maybe. The DTs looked amazing in this game. That was, the kind of shining star for me. And here is our new injury. Douglas, 3 weeks. So yeah, I mean, not as bad as, we're not really too worried about it, right? He'll be back for week 1. It's all that matters. And it is Dallas, so it is a pretty big matchup. Get ourselves a little bit of a Super Bowl rematch here. But let's go on to the second week of preseason against the Carolina Panthers. Should have some storylines, which we do. We also have a trade offer on Mapu. I would definitely like to look at some of the other options on this team. I don't really want to trade off Marte. We need the linebacker depth. Where did that come from? Like, you had some pretty, reasonable trades. A 22-year-old running back. He's not that good. 5th-round pick with him. 29-year-olds with a 6th-round pick. Fair enough, 70 overall, 23-year-old, and it's nothing crazy. And then 26-year-old, 83 speed, one of the fastest wide receivers in the league at 6'2", wide receiver out of nowhere. Pollard, even that's kind of fair. And then, a lot of these trades they're very fair, reasonable trades. That one's stupid. But for the most part, they're really reasonable. I usually use this on for information to be like, okay, if the Lions are offering that and the Bills are offering that, they want this guy, so I can give them maybe not that trade because it's not realistic, but I can get some pretty good value out of them. But I am curious to see maybe the trade value of a Virgil. It'd be really cool that if you did that, it would actually have a storyline. Like, I heard rumors that you're trying to trade me or something. Nobody wants him. There's no way. What about Harper? Okay, one team, the Bears. Okay, I mean, I'm a little surprised by that, but sure, I guess. But let's take a look at these, situations here. Offensive coordinator, new message. Can't wait for this to be about, hey, is there a battle coming? Is there a position battle I smell, buddy? It's like, yeah, I know, but sure. If it's running back, I'm going to throw that on there because, maybe we do start someone new. I don't think so, but you never know. You have a right end position battle. What? Khalil Mack? Most sacks, I guess. Hopefully Ojulari just wins it. If he just wins it, I'll be happy. Then what else do we have? Player meeting. What is this going to be? Do you want to change me, coach? It's like, I don't even know you, dude. I don't want to change anyone. I don't even know who you are. Like, Azeez Ojulari, what's his problem? What? I know I'm intense. Why would I want to change someone that's intense? I think that's what a defensive lineman, especially a pass rusher, needs. Yeah, I mean, sure. Like, why would I change him? He's intense. I like that. I need a freaking defensive lineman that's intense. I need somebody that's going to punch someone. Like, get crazy with it. You're not intense enough, to be honest. Let's go. You're not fighting enough with your teammates. Like, what are you doing? Let's take a look at what they want to talk about. Time to kick off the season. What do we got? Goals. I got some roster questions for you. What do we got? Let's go. Come on, Pam. Troy McKinney. Ooh, the rookie. What do you have him? Oh, free upgrades, huh? I mean, realistically, it should probably be coverage. Tackling, pursuit. Probably coverage. It is kind of his weakness. Really man coverage, not zone coverage, but sure. +1 probably. +2 to zone. That's not bad. Free upgrades are free upgrades, baby. That's all I can say. And yeah, even after another, after preseason and a weekly training, we're not going to see any upgrades still for many of our players. Kick power for Dempsey is already at 98 technically. Not really sure why he would get another one, but we'll take it. It's free real estate. And then Greedy McKenzie, I mean, both of these corners are just so good at both styles anyways. Keep going man-to-man, which gives you a good chance at both anyways. And he gets none, but does get an acceleration, which is sweet. Zone at 91 is perfectly fine, right? I mean, man-to-man, I've seen a lot of zone coverage upgrades, just about as much as I've seen of zone upgrades. So, going to keep on going on with what's worked as we head on to preseason game 2. Panthers start the game with a little bit of success on the run game. Ooh, a little bit of movement there on that offensive line, huh? And over the middle. Good kind of misdirection. Missed hit from Collins. Good hit by Gamble. Isaiah Likely with the first down. And there's Trenton Simpson. Got the 3 linebackers out here. Let's see that speed. Of course, it's going to be a run first play. And he's going to get in there and help, though. Barmore with the majority of it, though. I don't think you realize how dangerous it is for us to have linebackers that are so fast that they can just play as cornerbacks, realistically. Like, that is so unfair. Having people that can defend the run but are fast enough to drop back, fast enough to be faster than most teams' starting corners, and just, I mean, you'd be fine with them. It's insane. And, I mean, there goes McKinney. I mean, they're really nowhere to go with the speed we have passing players off. They're going to go for a field goal, but, I mean, this isn't by any means a guarantee either. And we are going to try to block it. We don't. It is a good kick, though. And here comes Daniels, the guy gunning for Harper's job. Had a pretty damn good punt return. Let's see what he can do on the kick return. And he's looking fast again. Doesn't really get to the 30, but fumbles the ball. And that is not how you win the kick return job. Daniels fumbling the ball while clearly not being down. And that already is almost enough to be like, okay, well, that experiment's over, as Trenton Simpson makes an amazing play. Actually almost outran the running back to the spot. We have a lot of these looks in there where we have a lot of linebackers there. I mean, they're undersized. They look kind of smaller, but they are flying. And we kind of left them, but oh my God, look at Uche. Instantly in there. And we're going to put these guys to the test. We're going to be putting them all in man coverage, besides Beasley, of course. He's going to be roaming around. And they're not going to actually run routes. That outside was kind of open. Beasley's there. He's going to take the dump off. That might be a late hit by us, though, which would be a real disappointment. And it will be. I'm going to guess Ojulari. And it was Ojulari. The storylines in this preseason have been crazy. Talking about Harper doesn't get enough chances. And, he could be a great slot. And then, Douglas gets hurt. And, oh my God, what a play by Isaiah Likely. And, Ojulari comes to us about being too intense, and then on a huge 3rd and long, gets a roughing the passer penalty. It's crazy how this has happened. I mean, it's purely coincidence, yet it's almost like it's planned. It's unbelievable. Keeping that ball at the 30-yard line, really disappointed with Daniels, obviously, as Ramondre is going to run to the outside, and, I mean, he still looks pretty fast to me. There he goes with a gain of 16. The younger Ramondre would have got there, gotten there a little bit quicker, but, still a pretty big gain and runs a guy over for good measure. And there goes Harper. That's a great throw. I mean, it's a little behind him again, but this time able to actually kind of run with it to the 20. Is there a conversation to be had in the slot? I'm just saying. End of the first quarter, 10-0. They're having their way with us. Quick throw over to Patton could be in the cards. No, it will not be. Ramondre didn't run over a guy there. You know, over the last couple seasons here now, he's gotten less and less guaranteed on the trucks, but still very, very solid. Out route, I don't see how in the world they cover Patton here. And by overthrowing him. Really good try on that catch, but a terrible throw. I kind of want to go route Patton, so if I can just change that up a little bit. And that is perfect defense, damn. That will be a punt, or a field goal. All right, we got the Goon Squad. Look at all this speed. And he can not get away. He will get away because we can't finish. Perfect defense, and we just don't finish the sack. Ojulari can hit the quarterback pretty well after the fact, I'll tell you that much. Damn, that is disappointing. Mistake after mistake on third down. Jeromepkr's pretty open. He's in trouble. Trenton can't finish the tackle either. What is going on? Cobb with the sack still, technically, though. Coming in with another blitz. And we're on that. And that's going to be picked off by Gonzalez. Did he get his hands underneath it, though? What a pick. The pressure gets there, causes a panic, and then Gonzalez does what Gonzalez does, which is take the ball away. Beautiful defense. Perfect. I mean, more pressure. The two edge rushers. Impressing so far. Go route Patton again. See that Harper speed? Nope, not going to have it. Sacked. Stepped up confidently. Just nothing to step up into, really. Mondre, see if he's still dangerous on the receiving plays, and boy is he ever. 3rd and 6 after a huge effort by Ramondre Stevenson. Back to him, but this time on a screen pass. And not going to get that ball off. Drake May's got to do better there. That's a punt. 3rd and 7 now in the second half with the second string in. Wide open Goldsberry. What a spin move. To the 49. Thank God Bill's not here. This guy would be a damn starter just off that one catch and run. One catch and run, and Bill would have had him as a starter. He would have had him suited up for week 1, ready to go. And we're instantly sacked. They did not fall for that one bit. Wide open Brooks. And what a catch. Great adjustment. Gain of 18. Threw that at a bad time. You know, threw it on the break, if you will. See if Dean's got that route running. They're way off on him here. Decent catch, actually. Not the best route, but great catch. See Goldsberry's route running out there. Let's see that little corner. Pretty good to me, just a terrible throw. Virgil go route without the safety help. And that ball is also overthrown. Could be picked. Holy crap, Joe. All right, 3rd and 3. Big chance here. In the 4th quarter. I mean, you don't get the stop here, and it's basically over. Beasley has been playing, like, all preseason, by the way. He is unbelievable. Gets the stop. And they went for it, but fell short. So instead of going up by 7, they're going to hold a 4-point lead with the game nearing an end. 3rd and 5, you can run it because you can just set up a 4th down play. And Brooks gets wrapped up nicely. Gains 2 only. They're going to say to punt it. I don't really see where I would ever be in agreement there, but sure. Joe Milton alone just running, I feel like, it's pretty formidable. And there goes a terrible throw to Virgil. I don't know what's going on here. Joe Milton looks horrible. Defense gets another stop. This time they will kick the field goal, obviously, but... And there goes Joe Milton throwing the game away, apparently. Losing to the Panthers is wild work. They are going to go for the kneel, but you do technically have about, maybe 9 seconds if you're lucky. Really late hit. I think you probably have to go for the squeeze block. This ball is going to take so long just to travel. Oh, it is blocked! The block is there! I was like, wait, this is taking a long time. Like, we almost got there and we didn't even get an animation. Who blocked it? Was it actually Marte Mapu? It was not. It was Khalil Mack. It was there so quickly. He didn't even need to dive. He could have just caught it off his foot. What a play. I mean, we almost got there with Peppers. I was like, wait, why is this taking so long? What is this guy doing? Oh, my, what a play. 14 seconds left and a dream. It'd be pretty hard to make an argument to keep this ball in the field of play with no time left. That coverage is great. It's a pretty good throw. I mean, it would have been inbounds and out of bounds after the catch. So that, I mean, that's not a bad play. Looking at Virgil over the middle of the field. I don't know if he's going to get deep enough, though. You got to give him a chance. That's a perfect throw! Dot! Virgil! Oh my God, this is the craziest finish to a preseason game ever. That is literally like one of the best throws ever made. That is insane. Did he actually get the footwork? There's no way. I mean, that's one of the greatest plays of all time, and it's a preseason play. I mean, to not only be in this situation with a little bit of time, you got a guy in your face, you're rolling out. Who did the font on the numbers, by the way? What are we doing? And it's just a beauty. On the money, back of the end zone, nowhere else to put it, with just the toe taps in. I mean, that's crazy. And of course, it is preseason. I would really hate to blow this, but you got to go for it. You have no choice. And there goes the tight end. Parham, game winner. Oh my. That is absurd. That is hands down the greatest preseason game I've ever played. That is, I mean, we barely even played it. We came in for a couple of plays, but that, I mean, you get the block. You get a blocked punt. Then you have the crazy task of getting, 30, 40 yards for the touchdown with 14 seconds left and no timeouts. And then the throw that you're hitting it on is a rollout with a guy in your face pretty much. Back of the end zone. What is this finish, though? Huge hit. Back of the end zone, running, and just a dime. It's just dropped in the perfect spot. The footwork is amazing on the catch. I mean, that is just unbelievable. That truly is. I don't care what anyone says. That is truly, like, maybe the greatest preseason play of all time. It's hard to remember all preseason plays because there's going to be some random, like, 6-string running back that never played a snap in the NFL, and he's working on the cure for cancer right now, for all we know, that we don't remember having a crazy play, but that is up there, right? It has to be. What a play, dude. That, I can't believe how that game ended. That is unbelievable. That is the most excited I've ever been for a preseason game. That is great. I mean, there it is. I mean, that play, we'll put that in the record books. Unbelievable. Play of the year. I mean, it's not even regular season, but that would still win play of the year in my book. Oh, my. If only it was a walk-off. Walk-off with a 2-point. That would be so awesome. Didn't work out that way, but it's still, I mean, the first catch of the game for him as well. I mean, how are you not... how do you do better than that? Collins with an interception. Block for Khalil Mack. How much better can that get? Virgil, the man with the catch, the man with the plan, the man with the hands, gets himself a nice little upgrade. I mean, that catch alone, how is that not... we had no offers on him a week ago. If I throw him on the trade block here right now, you're telling me nothing has changed. That's what you're seriously telling me here. That nobody saw that play and nobody wants him. That's what you're going to tell me. The Bears are like, yeah, we'll take him too. That's the only team. To the final game, the Giants of all teams. No other kind of scenarios or anything like that. We have some trades going on here as well. But, big deal. I guess, you know what? It is a big deal. I kind of want to see these trades. Any big names in the trade department here? We have Blackman to the Seahawks. Dyson to the Ravens, it seems, I think. Oh, no, wait, the Seahawks. Oh, there's player involved in there. Okay, there's the left tackle, a tight end, linebacker. No one really crazy, kind of lower-end players. No, like, blockbuster trades to my knowledge here. Jaden Hicks is a decent little trade. Jalen Warren's a decent trade. It's obviously between the two. Mekhi Wingo is okay. And then, wait, did they trade Baxter off? I'm so confused. I guess everyone wants Baxter more than we thought. And, we kind of have ourselves our own trades through the draft. All right, into the final game against the Giants. It's raining, which is kind of crazy. We have Smith starting. Just to, try to see, hey, relax there, Cobb. See if there's anything special going on here. Bigger dude, but not really better with the hit stuff. And that was a really bad tackle there by Beasley. As now Cobb looks in like a stinger, to be honest. Can't really tell. Roberson's going to be coming in for a little bit. But yeah, I think he'll be fine. But yeah, going to give Smith a chance, at least a chance. But I will say across the board, it doesn't really look like there's going to be any changes. This offense and defensive side is going to look exactly how we projected it to. Really quick throw to that outside to Malik Neighbors. Real fast release. Shoulder strain for Mr. Cobb, so we'll be fine there. Just going to see Roberson a little bit. Roberson's like, I would have preferred to not play, but sure. See Trenton Simpson playing the hook. He can kind of do whatever he wants. And we're out there. Good try. Got to get that ball out. Gonzalez, come on. And now they've got an injured player. A little bit better of a talent as well. Andrew Thomas going back to the locker room. I do feel more comfortable with this team. I don't know if it's just because of the speed or not, but oh, what a play by Gonzalez. Should have picked that on off too, to be fair. But we look good. We haven't been perfect, but I think we do look really, really good right now, personally. See Bunk with that size. Going to be blitzing him. We're across the middle. We're on that. And yeah, he's going to throw it away. He doesn't want any of that action. He was about to get demolished. You're bringing yet another blitz. 3rd and 10. Bees has got a lot to cover here. We just got to do enough. Hold them off enough. And we took, who we had to take, and that'll be another throwaway. Good blitz. It'll be a field goal. Let's see if Harper is just going to throw all the claims that he's not the return man out the window, as he almost did. Breaking that out to the left. He's just too dangerous not to be the guy, right? We're going to be having Brooks as the starter in this one as well, so we're going to see what he looks like against the number ones. Giants do have a pretty damn good defensive line, assuming it's still rather intact, which it looks to be. It might even be better than intact, as Thibodeau has joined the superstar rank, as we're going to try to bounce that left, couldn't, and they just push right through there like it was nothing. Curl route for Patton, might give him a chance at it. We're going to give him a chance at that. Really good catch. Almost push his way through for the first down. Going to go Brooks on the inside handoff. Just needs a yard. Not needing much, but a yard. Fights through and gets that yard. They're up on the line here. We could have ourselves a chance at this play action. And we will. Going to throw that a little more shallow, as they do have a safety coming up to the 45. First down, Patton. As we're going to try another run play, and Brooks finally gets something, fights a little hard for 5. We'll say it does suck that this playbook does kind of have bad run calls. Even Stevenson gets some pretty bad run calls for himself. Nice juke move. Falls forward for 7. Heating up a little bit on the ground. Let's throw the ball. Could be a quick throw to Brooks, the way they're lined up. It won't be. It'll be the tight end who is wide open because Brooks gets covered. Don't know why he caught it like that, but he did. First down. I kid you not when I say that might be the worst way to try and catch that ball I've ever seen. Maybe you should have taken that over the middle. Of course, you do have Drake May with all that speed. Brian Burns trying to catch him. Can't! And he's going to score! Look at the speed of Drake May outrunning Brian Burns to the edge. And running in. I mean, I was so fixated on Brian Burns, I didn't really even look ahead of us, but seeing that it was clear skies during the rain. Look at Drake May go. I mean, just really trying to buy more time to find someone open, and I didn't really like any of the looks there. It would have been a tough throw. And a nice little block there by, is that Patton? Can't really tell. No, it was Harper, actually. And a score. 3rd and 3, you would assume most of the defenders are still the same. Got a bunch of linebackers in. See if Collins can get in there with his speed. And got to get up there. And wow, what is McKenzie doing? Huge hit by Gamble, who gets destroyed by his own player. Gamble on the hook. Over there. And oh, my Lord. Gonzalez just... I'm not really sure what he does. He didn't run through the play. He could have had the pick. Said it's a decent throw. Neighbors will score. All right, going to give Brooks another chance on this left side. And we do get some room. Nice cut inside. Bouncing for 16. Weirdly enough, playing with the number ones is more efficient for him. I don't know if it's the blockers, if it's more confidence. I'm not sure, but that's a good throw. I actually thought I left it a little long. Good play. 6. And Brooks, nice little round. It's weird because his change direction's not good at all. And is that Harper injured now? The whole slot roll is gone. Okay, I think he'll be fine though. I think he'll be. He looks mad, but I think he'll be fine. But yeah, Brooks has no change direction, and you could tell by the fact that he gains movement on the change direction by winding his arm around. It's crazy. Virgil will be the replacement, I suppose, if they let me. I can't. Guys, let me choose. Thank you. I figured it would change. I still got a little excited about it. Gained nothing on that run, unfortunately. Let's see if Virgil in the slot wants to do anything at 6'5". Never mind. Gonna float that up to Brooks, make it easy on him. Get about 5 first down. Block and release Brooks. Oh, is that a free play? We're going to go for it all. It's a good throw. Harper's in and scores. Rolling out on what appears to be a free play and unleashing a perfect ball. Huge. Kyrie Elam is the culprit on the blitz. We find our way into the second half, and for some reason the starters are still in. It's a 4-point game. We've kind of got that outside covered. Can't get the tight end out there, and Brooks kind of runs away from the ball. This is a field goal try. The Giants, trying to make something happen here, are looking at a 3rd and goal from the 17-yard line. Yes, 3rd and goal. Crazy. Deep look. Could have that dump off, and somehow throws it away while being hit. Impressive strength. Probably a field goal as well. 3rd and 1, halfway through the 4th, and Stevenson's in. How is this fair? Yeah, I mean... yeah, don't get me wrong. Brooks is not a bad running back, but yeah, he's not that. He is nothing like that. It's night and day, lunar cycle, you know, the blood moon. It's all those types of things different. It's just unbelievable. And Stevenson will be short of the end zone. We're supposed to be wasting the clock, but I don't care. Handoff guaranteed, and Stevenson will run over a guy to end the game. Running back 1 yet again, ladies and gentlemen. What are the backups looking like? Booth and Peppers is in. Decent push. Not a good finish, though. What a throw. Damn. Their quarterback's not bad by any means. You're going to Booth review this. It's ironic if Booth was there, the cornerback, but I think he was in. Yeah, that's a catch. You bringing in Lewis Seaton. Almost got in there perfect. What a coverage play there. Kelvin Joseph looking pretty good there. Don't know how I like 28 on a defensive player, but, you know, whatever it is, happens. Is that Gamble with a deep safety? Can't really go anywhere with that. Gonna overload. We're not really doing super well. Mack. Good try by Lewis Seaton. Good try by Beasley. Nobody bringing him down with a hit stick. The old man Pepper is just chilling there like, yeah, well, you know, I'll take care of this. Let's see Mack. Let's go power rush move with Mack. Bull rush, pushing him, you know, pushing the pile a little bit, and unfortunately beat on that pass coverage play. And that will be a touchdown for the Giants, who are not done yet. Missing a timeout, though, but they're going for 2. McKinney in coverage. We got a lot of players up, so if it's a run, we should be fine. And that is wide open. Is that Beasley again? I think Beasley just got beat by him twice now, by the way. Onside kick, which, I mean, I agree with. Mitchell is so tiny. He's on the front lines. That's crazy. And that was just so easy. Doolittle did a lot. And now it's the late part of the 4th quarter in a preseason game, and Stevenson has to close it out. How is this fair for them? Well, because our left guard decided, or right guard, whoever it was, decided to bump us way off. Super fair when your guy is playing for the wrong team. Stevenson on the stretch. There you go. Nice play. Good play still going forward, 3rd and 5 from the 31. And now you try to close the game out with a nice little pass play. And they're just going to leave Stevenson open again. I don't really understand it. Why would you give Stevenson a chance to go one-on-one with a head of steam? Not a full head, but a little bit of steam. And we need to close the game out with a kneel down. We'll run the ball one last time. And there goes Stevenson, fighting the whole damn squad, as we're going to win yet another one. 24-21 in the rain. Is that a hat? I thought it was hair. I was like, he's like some exotic-looking bird. As we're going to hold on for the victory. A couple of nice plays by the Giants in there, got to be honest. But overall, we still look pretty damn good across the board, and our running game looks decent. Taking a look at the actual stat line, though, Drake May was basically perfect all preseason long. Milton was good. I mean, all the quarterbacks are good in this one specifically. Run game, Stevenson still looking as good as ever. Brooks looking a bit better than he was previously. And then we do have to pay attention to that right end position, because we said we were going to give it to whoever had the most sacks. I think that's going to be a toss-up, because I think neither had any sacks. We do have a couple of upgrades. Mr. Romello Brooks is going to be getting, I would assume, an elusive back. He's technically a power back, but he needs change direction upgrades to ever be able to do anything with that anyways. A lot of shiftiness that you need on this team. 3 to spin, 1 to change direction. That's not a bad upgrade, especially the change of direction. 3 spin move, I don't really care too much about spin that much. Dennis Collins has been getting some upgrades lately. I'm wondering what his dev is now. Just based on that information, a couple of upgrades here and there has been kind of impressive. 2 to zone, 1 to man, 82 zone coverage, 82 man coverage. He's like literally Gamble already, and Gamble's been playing for it, longer than a couple of snaps for us. So I think Collins got himself a chance to be goated. And then Roy Cobb with 2 block shed and nothing else. His DTs, even when we're going finesse, aren't getting finesse upgrades. Do they go power move to get finesse, finesse to get power? Is that what we're doing here? But yeah, some changes need to be made on the roster still. Got to get down to 53 as well, and maybe some numbers and whatnot. But I will say, I have a feeling Ramondre, they got his ratings wrong. I think the ratings adjusters assumed because he's old at 29, which isn't even that old, that he was going to be no longer viable. I think that they need to go back in and take a look because he still looks really good. We asked them to go back in and take another look, and they did, and I think that's a bit more fair. Back into that 90 bracket with the +2, accelerations at 88, so not crazy good. Change direction at 84, nothing really changes there. Juke ability is all pretty much the same. But yeah, that speed and all that, I think he is still looking pretty damn good if you ask me. And with that being said, I think that's probably going to be it for this this episode. Preseason, I think, is now over, and we are going to be moving on to week 1 in the next episode. Once again, there's still some roster changes, like getting this roster down a little bit, and some number changes, maybe name changes. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Who are you excited to see the most for? Do you think it's even fair that Brooks, even had a chance to start over Stevenson? He really never had a chance. But if he would have had a crazy preseason, maybe there would have been some talks because of the youth. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Follow me to Jeromepkr, second channel Jeromepkr plays and I'm adding content. And that's basically it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, which will probably be a rebuild a little later today, see ya. And as always, shout out again to the members of the channel. Appreciate you guys a ton. If you guys want to be out there that aren't members, click the join button next to the subscribe button. All the details will be in there. Once again, starting December, we'll be doing at least one exclusive rebuild a month over there with the membership. So maybe check it out. And that's basically it. See ya.